The smile. Stuck inside the house, my child sings golden slumbers at the top of her voice. Smiles await you when you rise. I tell her it's by the Beatles. I show her a picture. Only 2 of them are left and they're old now. I wish I still had that Beatles vinyl my mother gave me for my 9th birthday. An unforgettable gesture. Times were simpler, but some things haven't changed. Somewhere a black woman scrubs away racist graffiti from a local playground until her fingers bleed because no one else will do it. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Meanwhile, the outbreak gets bigger. We always knew there would eventually be another plague, but it's still a shock. Like the first cold winds of winter after a long summer, and so I leave my own child and I go to work to care for another. Part 2. An isolation room with a negative air current, a newborn baby looking through the perspex of the incubator. I try and focus through plastic goggles and a face shield. The fluorescent light renders me an automaton. I gesture with gloved hands like a giant, ridiculous puppet, forgetting my smile is hidden. Smiles await you when you rise. I open the porthole. Her tiny hand grips mine. A newborn reflex, but what she needs is to be held, and I can't. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. I marvel at her wordless language that I sometimes understand. If she was bigger, I would tell her that elephants have a language that is too low to be heard by human ears, that ravens never forget a face, that octopuses have blue blood, 3 hearts, and can open child-proof bottles. I think about how in the olden days Dr. Semmelweis was thrown into a mental asylum for telling other doctors to wash their hands to prevent the spread of infection. I think about how the use of incubators for tiny babies came about because of a circus on Coney Island where people paid to ogle at their miniature vulnerability. I think about how PTSD is no respecter of age. I think about how you are never too young or too old to dream. We worked so hard to save this baby, and I hope that for her whole life she always has someone who really loves her. I tell her that her mother is coming back in the morning, and tonight she has taught me that even tiny babies that have never seen faces still learn to smile.